Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and come, let's have some copium. That would be what a lot of you guys would say, like, you're just coping. So I just put the preface. If you think I'm coping, I'm okay, I'm coping. But the truth still have to be reported, still have to be said. So it's very important. And but this is not a quote, this is a real. So the United States have removed the tariff on a series of computing and semiconductor related products. So I'm not sure. I know a number of people actually messaged me about oh, there is some rollbacks. Trump have capitulated or something. So so I'm not sure what they read. Maybe they just see a headline or see what a Twitter post, and then not exactly realize what is the full extent of things. And thankfully, you guys have me, covering the trade war, so I got to read into it. So so I have gone into the actual website, which is this one. So this is the actual bulletin, the posted by the U.S. Custom Border Protection to all the agencies and whatnot. So to the cargo system messaging system, and they have come up with this full list of stuff. And they never mention what the hell is all this thing. They just it just quotes, right? It just quotes. So so you can go to the DPA website. I have the full list with description of what it is. AI is awesome. They help me do a lot of research work that I would also eventually find, but it's a waste of time. It's just a lot of grunt work. So it's nice to have AI to help me do all this grunt work in terms of researching, speeding things up. So the affected products. So I want to let you understand the context of this. So there is the reciprocal tariff that was announced on the 2nd. Then it will be effective on the 5th. So all these product categories will be excluded from the reciprocal tariff, which means that even the minimum 10%, this will not apply at all. It will be literally no tariff on these various products categories. But for imports from China, 20% remains, because even if you remove that 35% increase on China, there is still a 20% based on the fentanyl situation. So that 20% will still apply on Chinese goods. Then you probably is thinking right now, isn't this a rollback against China? Is like they're losing against China? So now I have to explain, it's not related to China. This is global. This is actually for the entire global import. So I just want just to go through the list to have a sense of what the hell we are talking about. So there is a automated data processing machine and units. This is computer and servers. So computer and servers, and then parts and accessory for machines heading like circuit boards, memory modules, still computer related stuff, and then machines and apparatus for the manufacturing of semiconductor devices and electronic integrated circuit. This makes sense because the Americans are trying to rebuild semiconductor industry, or they're trying to expand the semiconductor industry, or bring back the factories to United States. If you tariff this, then they are just increasing the cost for themselves. So it is still very important to note that the Donald Trump, despite all the tariff, he's still trying to bring back manufacturing. So he needs stuff. He needs stuff. Unfortunately for him, he needs stuff. Let me add some lighting. Yeah, is it too bright? Whatever. No. So yeah, it looks a bit too bright. Forget it. Then we have smartphones. So clearly, when you talk about smartphone, and of course the earlier one, the first point, which is computers, clearly I think especially for the smartphone part, I think this is some people I read before I do my research, I saw other people say this is like to reduce the cost for the consumers. No, no, not I don't not that's not the objective. The objective is to give reprieve to those big tech companies, those American big tech companies, because they are now siding with Donald Trump, like Apple and whatnot. So Donald Trump is doing them a favor to help them bring back their stocks. bring back all their produced stuff. At least what has already been produced to bring back, without tariff. I think that is the main reason. It's not for the consumers. It's for the big bosses, for the big corps. So don't I don't think that the consideration is poor US consumers. No such things. That is too that is like a bit too delusional. That not that cannot be so delusional. It is definitely a favor for the big tech, because if you want the big tech companies to build factories, to bring back manufacturing, because the big tech is very important to Donald Trump, because they represent a huge amount of income, revenue, economy driver, as well as the cutting edge technology. So this is something that Donald Trump want to attract back. Then he have to play ball, at least give them some reprieve. The same thing goes for car manufacturers. If you have not noticed, the Donald Trump basically removed a lot of the tariff on Mexico and Canada and go back to the USMCA in order to help the car manufacturers out. So that they give them time to bring back stuff and bring in whatever is produced, so that they don't lose money. So the same thing is happening right now for the big tech. Though this is the same thing. So the other things, there's machines for reception, conversion, transmission. I think this is semiconductor related stuff. I think semiconductor media. So semiconductor like USB drive and SD cards. Okay, flat panel display modules. So the thing is, if America want to build factories and build high tech factories, they need screens. That's one thing, So monitors capable of connecting to and designed for use with an automatic data. So the second one is more like actual monitors. So all these are all part of computing. So all together, diodes. So diodes, transistors, transistors, triads, diodes, triads. So all these are, I believe, semiconductor related stuff. So photosensitive semiconductor devices. So still semiconductor. So I think I read that. It's the same thing, but it's others for light emitting diodes. So this is LEDs. So similarly, they will need all these things. Optical devices, also for semiconductor needs. Then semiconductor devices, semiconductor-based transducers, semiconductor devices, part of diodes, transistors. So this is a full list. That's all. That is all. So if you really think about it, is this really a rollback? In the sense that Donald Trump have lost? Not really, because these are literally mostly semiconductor stuff and then computer stuff, and then the smartphone, of course, clearly is to help Samsung, help Apple, some of these American companies, to reduce their damage, so that they it's like, because they want to attract like companies like Samsung to build their factories in United States, rather than just building it in China. Build all the phones in China. They wanted them to build in United States for the sales in United States. I just want to also preface this is that Donald Trump is not asking for all manufacturing to be in United States. He's basically only say that if you want to sell in United States, you have to build in United States. So I think that is the key point. So like, even let's say that the trade war is over, okay, and we didn't end up in a major war, and then United States get its way, Donald Trump got his way, and then the factories return to United States to set up factories. The production of Apple devices like the mobile phones, or even for Samsung, is likely to still be in China. There's a high chance that it's still going to be in China, just that the China factory will be serving the global market, whereas there will be US factories that will be serving the American market. That is basically it. It's not about everything going back to United States. I don't believe so. It doesn't make economic sense. So it's just going to be largely an increase in cost for the American market. So the American market will have a different cost of the same phone that is overseas, generally speaking. But of course, we will never know how the trade war could go. Although no, actually I know, just that no, yeah, I don't want to really always think in such a negative no situation, but it is looking very negative. The trade war is going to go on, and China is not going to give up because China is China. I already told you so. No, I'm Chinese. I tell you, I understand how we Chinese think. I spoke to my mom about the trade war as well. She literally said exactly the same thing as I said. Because my mom literally said that we Chinese people are just has very thin face. We just we just cannot say we just have too big egos. That's literally what my mom say. No, it's not even I say. Although I say exactly the same thing. It's a Chinese thing, and like I said, I told some people, I'm Chinese. I understand how Chinese thinks. This is a racial thing. It's a racial trait. If you want to believe a non-Chinese about China, then you can go ahead, man. It's really up to you. So anyway, so if you see the whole list, this is purely a reprieve for themselves, because they needed all these things at as low cost as possible because they want to build the semiconductors in United States. You need to build massive server farms, and then on top of that, of course, they're going to build AI, right? They're going to invest hugely into AI. Then what you need? Massive server farm, massive computing power, massive semiconductors. This is for the future of United States, which is why they remove all this tariff. It's not a concession in any form of way. Then you may think, how can this not? No, how does this affect China? I have basically come down noted the total percentage. With the help of AI again, of course. All this waiver only affects China. Only 25 to 30% actually comes from China. So it's not a China thing. This is not a part of the China-US trade war thing. This is not. This is just them removing certain items from the tariff on the entire world so that they can have it cheaper. For China-wise, 25 to 30%, most of this looks like it's going to be from a significant is electrical and electronic equipments. I believe it's referring to computers and mobile phones, I think. There is also, of course, semiconductors noted coming from China. So is 25 to 30%. So it's not everything. And it's valued at in 2024 is valued at $127 billion. Wait. Imports from China in this sector is 137 billion, a significant portion of the total of 185.8 billion for electrical and electronics. So the total this total US import from this sector, mainly I believe is electronic and electrical, is 137 billion. So it is just 137 billion. I mean, it's still a big amount. It's still a huge amount. But comparing to the total imports from China, I think it's a small percentage. But you can see that the percentage, there's still another 70%. That is actually 70 to 75% that is affecting other countries. But actually it only affects the United States. Like I said, as we all know, tariff hit themselves. You tariff on your own people. Your own people largely is the one that will be paying for it. So but this is so the 15 to 20% is from Taiwan, 10 to 15 is from South Korea, 5 to 10% from Malaysia, 5 to 8% from Vietnam. The one from Vietnam is mostly handphones, smartphones. So this is also part of the industry that has moved from China to Vietnam, which is the mobile factories. So these are all getting the waiver. Japan supplies 5 to 7%, mainly high-tech components and manufacturing equipment, which is of course very important to United States as they want to develop their own manufacturing base, right? So, and the rest is around 15 to 20%, which is the other countries, which is also quite big, includes my country, Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, Germany, Netherlands. So Germany and Netherlands supplies specialized machinery and components, whereas Singapore is semiconductors. So the Thailand and Philippines also seems to be semiconductors related. So is not what the no the what people are raving about. It is just not. It's just not that exciting. No, like no, as if oh Trump is now looking like an idiot. It's not. This is just still part of the Trump's agenda. Of rebuilding and reindustrializing United States. This is just part of the process and is applying to the entire world. It's not related to the China-US trade war. Like I when I put it into my into this page, is I didn't put it under the US China trade war part. It's actually on its own. It's a keystone development. It applies to all countries, just like the tariff applies to all countries. This is so no, it's a separate thing. You may say it's a cope, no, but the reality is the reality, So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next update.